Many of my friends asked me to make a video on my immigration story, and that's what I'm going to do today. If you're new here, my name is Helen, and I do videos about my life in Canada. I live in city of Toronto. Just about a few weeks ago, I got my permanent residency approval, and I am so excited that now I am officially a Canadian permanent resident. I thought this is the best time to do this video and share my experience of immigrating to Canada. I moved to Canada as an international student, so some of you may relate to my experience and some of you may learn from my experience. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the steps that I took to come to Canada and to get my PR. I came to Canada in January 2016 as an international student, but my study permit wasn't for a program at college or university. It was for English institution, and many of my friends were surprised and asking about it, how Canada gave me a study permit just for studying English. Honestly, I was surprised myself, and I was so excited that this happened so quickly and I didn't have to enroll in a program when I was outside Canada. I always like to come to Canada or come to the country that I want to live in and kind of go to the colleges and universities, have a tour and decide which college or which program is the best for me. And that was the best opportunity for me, or the opportunity that I was hoping for, to come to Canada for studying English and then go to colleges and decide which program I want to do. So I got 9 months of study permit. However, in a regular study permit or college study permit or university study permit, you can work 20 hours per week. So for 9 months, I couldn't work because that study permit specifically didn't allow me to work in Canada. If you're asking how I apply for that English course, I applied through an agency from Turkey. They send students to study abroad. They actually did all the paperwork for me at no cost. And that's how I got to Canada. 6 months of IELTS program at that English institution, and therefore 9 months of study permit. At the same time that I was studying my English, I also went to a few colleges and universities to ask if they have a tour for their classes, so I can understand how their system works and then make myself familiar with them. And luckily they had this opportunity for me to go and participate in their classes and to understand or see if I like their class or the way they study or the way they work on their assignments and stuff like that. First tour was to go to U of T, University of Toronto. Honestly, I was planning on getting IELTS 7 for enrolling in MBA in University of Toronto, but it was very expensive. So at that time in 2016, it cost about $100,000 to enroll in 2 years of master's program. I didn't really want to, spend that much money. So this was supposed to be my second master's degree, and I really didn't want to spend that much money on a degree that I already have. So I decided to move from an MBA or management courses and anything that relates to the same or similar ideas that I have already studied or have degree on. So I looked back and I thought to myself, I really love cooking, and cooking was one of my hobbies, I would say, and it really made me happy. So I decided, what if I go to George Brown College and look up their culinary program or chef programs? And yes, it worked, and I found myself that I am enrolled in culinary management course at George Brown College. When I was studying, I also used to work in a restaurant, in a breakfast restaurant, for 20 hours a week. I know it's hard to balance when you're working and studying, but this little experience, part-time experience, even 20 hours per week, it will enhance your job opportunities when you're applying for full-time jobs when you get your work permit. After graduation, I applied for my work permit, and then I got it in a month or two. I was so lucky and blessed to be able to find a job this quickly and in one of the well-known companies in the world. Well, I have to tell you, if you're studying a culinary program, don't worry about finding a job. If you walk into the restaurant and say, I want to work here, you would, if you walk into five, three of them will offer you the job. So don't worry if you are in the same major or similar major. I highly suggest you to find a job that guarantees you 30 hours per week. Why? Because if you work less than 30 hours per week, it wouldn't count for immigration. And I didn't know this, and I got a job that didn't guarantee shifts and didn't guarantee, and the hours, and it was a messed up situation. Let's say for a few weeks, I only worked 15 or 25 hours a week. And then when we were busy, I thought to myself, maybe I could just work like 50 hours a week so I can, balance these weeks by just working harder this week and staying 1 week at home. So this won't work for immigration. So you have to have consistent hours on weekly basis. Otherwise, your 2 years experience will count as 1 year. You don't want to do that. That's the point that I wanted to mention here. Make sure you get a job that you get at least 30 hours per week guaranteed. And now I had to study for my IELTS test because that's one of the requirements. And I got IELTS 7, which is quite good score. The higher you get in IELTS, the better, of course, but I was lucky that I had enough points with IELTS 7. You will get points from your age, from your studying, from working, and from your English score. In immigration website, they will explain every single detail for you. After I got my IELTS, it's now time to apply for my PR. I have to tell you that I didn't apply by myself. I asked an immigration consultant to do my paperwork. This was a little risky for me to do it on my own just because I wasn't so familiar with every paperwork or every detail that immigration may need. So I asked experts' help in this case. I don't know about every single detail in the process because I wasn't the one doing it. So you basically create an online account, which I already did that myself, but it was confusing for me, so I had to hand it to somebody who has experience and is expert to do this for me. Basically, in this application, there are forms that you need to fill out that immigration will check those information and then calculate your points. You will ask to provide your age and if you're married or single, and everything will be calculated. If you have a degree from past, if you have job experience from outside Canada, and literally everything that can help immigration to judge your points. So every 2 weeks, the average points of applicants will be calculated, and then the candidates that are above or same amount of the average points, they will be elected. So I was lucky that I got elected. So after they picked your name, they will email you that now you can apply for your PR. So now you need to prove all the information that you entered in that online application. For instance, you have to send your employment letters from past or from current, or you have to give your police report from all the countries that you lived in more than 6 months. And more. So then when you send all these papers, now you have to just wait probably 3 to 4 months. God knows how long they are taking now because it's COVID and every single process is taking forever. So now I am still waiting for my PR card to be issued. Normally it's supposed to take 1 month, but now they are saying it's gonna take 4 months or more because of COVID. So even though this seems that I gave you so much information and it's like, wow, it's a long journey, I feel like I didn't really give you a 50% of the details that I was thinking I'm going to give. I don't want to be like making this complicated. If you're interested to know detail about applying for your PR after you got your education and your work experience, let me know in the comments. I will make one video just for PR application process, so then I can explain you in detail what you need to do from start to finish. I hope you liked this video and learned something from me today, and if you did, please show me by liking this video, and please subscribe to my channel to support me so I can make more of these videos for you in future. Until next time, bye everyone.